Wow. Perfect. Okay, so here we are again. Continuing our climb. Let's see what we get from this pack. Got some crazy pulls at the end of the last episode. Oh, another Vishuda is kind of big. Heavenly Dragon Cycle is actually kind of nice as well. Two for one repair job. Banish a dark machine monster from your graveyard, special summon from your hand or deck or grave. One card that mentions engine token. Okay. Anyways. There's also a new festival live, the Fusion and Link Festival. So I'm thinking I should probably partake in the Fusion Link Festival. Though I'm not sure how I can modify this list. I'd have to take out all of the Synchros and Xyz monsters. And that makes a lot of this stuff a lot worse. I mean, I can probably modify this list more easily. Well, let's see what I can do. Let's see what we can cook up. Gonna go to the Fusion Link Festival. Okay, the loner decks are absolutely off limits. Interesting. I didn't expect this to be banned, but sure. You're kidding me. Solemn Judgment's not allowed in this festival? That kind of stings. I can't fusion summon, so I guess we'll just filter by link. I can fusion summon. I have like polymerization and stuff, but I don't think any of that matters. Oh. Order by order obtained. Bella Madonna needs Trick Stars. We've got both of these in here. 2 Cyberses. 2 Dragons. I don't think I play enough dragons for that. 2 effect monsters. 2 plants. Sure. Sure. Fish, sea serpent, or aquas. Heroes. Effect monsters including a Crusadia. Monsters including a Link. It is a Link 3. Am I supposed to be linked? If this card is special, banish a spell from your hand or grave, target monster, let's equip that monster as an equip spell. Oh! Maybe I should be playing this. I thought this was a lot less generic than it is. I can summon a Sky Striker monster from hand or grave. One other Sky Striker. 2 Cyberses. 2 monsters with the same level. Oh, I have a copy of Rose. Probably worth remembering. And then I guess we'll just chuck these 2 in here because appearances and all that. So this is going to be normal beats, I suppose. Just trying to think if any of these cards don't make sense in this event. And let's see what other traps we have. I think trap cards are going to be essential for this. I think we might be playing all of the good ones. I mean, that being said, I think Canada is probably very much worth playing in a Link Festival. Have I bookmarked anything relevant that should be going in here? If we're playing with enough normal monsters, I could play Mardark. I'll play the Mardarks and we'll see if they pan out, but I'm not expecting them to. In which case we can consider the Cataclysm because we're not playing a dragon. So I don't think we're playing enough dragons that makes sense. Okay, without access to synchros, I think Adhara is not very good. And I think Mapura and Nahata are fine because we're playing enough normals. Let's play a third fish. And Dragon Cycle. And I think we run with this. Yeah, I think this list is looking runnable. Well, without any further ado, let's take a spin. Okay, we're looking at low rank here probably because they've got the same number of titles as us, so that's kind of nice. Looking promising as a start. I mean, we lost the flip, but hand is looking a little bit bad. I'm happy to see head judging and ice dragons. Less happy to see my opponent is playing real cards. I think this is a combo that will take a while. That's gonna add here Stratos probably, and then it's probably gonna be Stratos for Faris. Adding Vion. Vion for Mali? No, we're going for the evil hero line. Well, I'm gonna let them spin their wheels because I'm not entirely sure what their end board is. I know their one guy can't be destroyed by card effects, but I've got Guiltia for that. So I'm not entirely sure. Okay. Plasma's a problem. Well, we try. Oh. Right. They've got a million heroes in grave. I'm just gonna... Unfortunate, but not unexpected. Yeah, this one has a few more titles, but they're not... They don't have a crazy amount. Well, this is certainly a hand that the deck can technically produce. I do like that they're taking their time on the very first action. If they summon Dragoon, I just lose. Full disclosure, Heartbeat can out the Eternal Soul, but I have no answer for Dragoon if they reach it. Pretty sure nothing in my deck answers Dragoon. Actually, I guess technically Gilshia does. Right? Gilshia can out it, and so can Camion. Technically. And I suppose Emissary from the House of Wax also technically can as well. Oh. Set Eternal Soul. Activate Soul Servant, stack Magician Souls. Concede. I'll take it. It's a free win. A win is a win is a win. And I will gladly take that. Protector of the Throne. I mean, she do be protecting that throne, I guess. She's got 1500 defense. She is a spellcaster normal monster, so maybe we can play her in like the fusion build that we were thinking about, where we try to summon Quintet. I do think in order for that to be even worth vaguely considering, I do need at least one copy of Magicalized Fusion for that to be worth it, but who knows. Okay, we've got 4 back row and a big beater. Our opponent is on hero. I'm just gonna expedite this process. I'm really just gonna expedite the process. I'm not keen to sit through all of that. hand's looking fine. I mean, we've got a normal monster to turn the Scream online. So we set, summon, and then we hope. I'm not expecting to go into the extra deck, so summoning the Dream Devourer just makes it more vulnerable. I mean, our opponent is kitted out with a lot of cosmetics, but who knows, maybe we scream at them and they just leave. You know, maybe Scream just makes them give up on life. Ooh. Okay, add Lurry, pitch Lurry, trigger Lurry. This is fine. Make Requiem. That's a Requiem, and let's scream at it. Get out of here. Okay, adding Beckoning Beast. Normal summoning Beckoning Beast. This is going to be a problem. If it's Yugioh, that means that I'm going to have a real big problem. If I torrential here, they can bring one of them back, but then they can't link summon. Yeah. I'm gonna try keeping them off of the Yama. Right, they can bring it back, but it's a 0 attack, 0 defense monster. I'm not worried about the monster they bring back. I'm worried about everything else. They're thinking very long about what they want to discard. I was kind of hoping they'd just gone away. Okay, they're bringing back Yubel. Now what? Oh, they still have the Engraver effect. Yeah, I can't beat Fiend Smith combo. Okay, we got an Unfathomable Explorer. We got the default box, we got the default mate. Default everything. Hand is looking like garbage, but who knows? Maybe a 2000 attack point monster that is unaffected by card effects. And a Floodgate that only works if they have 3 monsters on the field will get us there. Traffic Control is going to be the worst card in this deck, but it's almost essential. Uh-oh. Oh dear. Oh dear. I'll have to force out the Dragoon Negate somehow and then use Gilshia to get rid of it, but that means I need to get some way to force out Dragoon. Discarding Dark Magician. Maybe they won't have Dark Magician in hand. I mean, I'll take it. One less card in hand is a promising start. I don't like that. I really don't like that one. That's Dragoon. On the plus side, they'll activate Dragoon here, try to pop Leotron, and it'll fail. Cool. Cool. What I need is some effect that I can get them to negate. Well, this is looking kind of bleak. I need to draw a card to activate so that Dragoon will negate it. Yeah, Illusion of Chaos every turn is fun. Come on. Special summon a monster. Anything. Any activated card. That activates. Please negate this. Hilarious that I can banish this, by the way. Please negate this with Dragoon. Please. Yes. Click button turbo. Finally. And actually outing a Dragoon. I mean, we're probably still screwed. But at least I managed to beat Dragoon once. If they summon Timaeus, then I can clear it with time space again. So maybe we might be in this. There's Magician's Souls. I'm not worried about Magician's Souls. I'm pretty sure they already have Magician's Souls. They've been adding it. They discarded one last turn, right? Yeah. It could be a bot that's just been adding souls over and over and putting it on top of the deck. Come to think of it, that wouldn't actually surprise me. This summons from grave. That's not good. I'm gonna need another out. There's Dark Magician. Eye of Timaeus. And that summons Dragoon. Well, I may as well force them to discard a card before they kill me. Dragoon is such a problem. It's such a problem for this deck. And in the Fusion Festival, all the Kaiju monsters are banned, so I can't even use Kaijus for it. I have to just sort of rely on getting them to negate something and then using Giltia or Ice Dragon's Prison. I'm going second. My opponent has a Blue Eyes Chaos Max mate, which means it's probably a Dark Magician player. I mean, I'm happy to see Pankratops. The rest of the hand is kind of mediocre. The sarcophagus can't be destroyed by card effects, well, by monster effects. So I think this is just a go next. Unfathomable, with icy edge wetted in the shadow. Okay, they clicked go first basically immediately. So this is probably a real opponent playing Sky Strikers. It's hard to evaluate this hand. I think the hand is fine. Less fine. Can I beat this? I don't think I can. I mean, Emissary from the House of Wax might keep me alive. Honestly, Emissary from the House of Wax might stun lock them. Yeah, honestly, the Emissary might get us there. Because if I'm not mistaken, they don't really have like an in archetype out for the Emissary, except for Gandora. So if they summon their Gandora and they wipe the field, go for battle, I can just Emissary them. Okay, so they have a spell negate, a target negate, and they activated Ties That Bind. So 2 unknowns. Okay. Well, let's try this. Activate Vishuda. And then I'll Tribute Summon Beast. And then I'll go Battle Phase. And I'll go after the smallest one. Go to main phase 2. Set the Blast held by Destiny. Oh, that's funny. I can turn it into Clara and Rushka. That is actually very funny. It's not very good, but it is very funny. And I will make him get bigger. They chose not to draw 6 cards. Sure, they searched out Gandora. I'm fine with Gandora. Are we going to summon Gandora? Yep, here comes Gandora. And now the real question is, will we be destroying everything on the field with him? Well, everything except for the Shining Sarcophagus, which can't be destroyed by monster effects. We're going for it. Nice try. Unaffected by the effects of monsters. Activated effects of monsters. That's an 8. It's gonna be very, very big. Oh, but this negates, right? Oh, that's only at the end of the battle phase. Fine. Back to 0. 3,000 life points? I might be able to clear 3,000 life points. This adds specifically from the deck. From your deck to your hand. Okay, so even if I clear this, it's gone. Yeah, that doesn't work, buddy. I'll activate Flawless Perfection. This is weird because I need to keep my Emissary, but Mapura is tiny. I think I set Mapura, so if they summon another monster, then I get to draw off of Flawless Perfection. And the Gandora is stuck in attack mode forever, basically. If they play another copy of Gandora, then my opponent is simply better at the game than I am. Okay. Your guys are still negated. He has another Gandora. Then why did you negate the House of Wax? You're about to clear it. Well, I'll draw 2. I do not think I'm dead here. That's 57. Yeah, I'm not dead here. Okay. I can't remember if I have a search target for this. I think I don't. Okay, so many cards do it. Any sort of removal or interaction does it. That is neither removal nor interaction. So I can either bounce one of them, which they can then just summon again, or I can summon Giltia and banish. Clara and Rishka is not a non-effect monster, even though it has only a condition on it. I have to out the Gandora, and putting it back in the hand doesn't out it. So I actually only have one option here. Yeah, this is my only option, is Giltia. Because I do have to get rid of this Gandora, otherwise the game is lost. And then I need to just hope and pray. Would have been nice to have drawn any of my trap cards. He has another search target. He hasn't run out yet. Pretty sure anything he adds here is lethal. God damn it. That one was so winnable too. I just needed to not draw no spells and no traps. Opponent is choosing whether to go first or second. They're going first. Of course they're going first. Okay, I see a bunch of titles. I see like cosmetics. This is probably a doomed game. Yep, that's all I needed to see. All I needed to see. Okay, can I draw some of my trap cards this time? I can work with this. I can work with this. 5-card extra deck? Now I know Maxi is banned for the event, so what do they have in draw phase? Well, we lock them down with Summoning Curse and hope that that gets us there. Weird one, this one. It asks for its maintenance costs every end phase instead of every standby phase. Well, every one of my end phases. Guess Konami was a little concerned about the power level of a card like Summoning Curse. Okay, that's promising because it could be machines. Right, it means that it's going to be light machines. Or dark, yeah, light machines. That means that they're going to be summoning cards, and Ice Dragon's Prison is going to be live. Opponent looks at a board state where I have a monster and he controls no monsters, and he has Cyber Dragon in hand, and he has to think what to do next. I mean, I don't like the fact that he's thinking. No, you're not supposed to read my cards. Okay, so it's Cyber Dragon, Cyber Dark. Probably the structure deck, if I had to guess. Okay. Okay, additional normal summon. Effect, discard for Power Bond. The good news is that when they go for Power Bond here, I'm going to be able to Ice Dragon's Prison their guy. The Summoning Curse, was that a special summon? No, that was a normal summon. Okay. And then, yeah, Summoning Curse is mandatory, so it'll be Chainlink 1. So it'll be Chainlink 1, Summoning Curse, Chainlink 2, Rampage Dragon, Chainlink 3, Ice Dragon's Prison. Here's Power Bond. And Ice Dragon's Prison works nicely with Summoning Curse. Oh, we're going Twin Dragon. Okay. Nice thing about Summoning Curse is it checks the current controller at resolution. So I will not be forced to banish a card. It will activate, but I will not be forced to banish with it. Okay, this is a very beatable matchup. Very winnable matchup from here. I mean, I'll take it. They're not likely to have the cards in hand where it matters. I think getting them down to 0 cards and then getting rid of the summoning curse is about as much value as it's going to get. Set a card. Now if that's a card like Mirror Force, it would be very funny. Oh no, these are unaffected by monster effects only. Okay, it would not be very funny if it was Mirror Force. Okay. Okay, if that last card is nothing, then this is game over for them. Solid card, it's probably not going to be relevant. Come on, Leotron. Nice. Okay, this person has already maxed out the event. They've got the title for finishing this event, so that could be a bad sign. Hand is looking kind of mediocre, but we do have Camion, so if they're Dragoon Turbo, we do have the out. Zombie World. Okay. Okay, Hand or Grave. That's a Doom King. This is a strange one. I can out the Doom King or the Golden Lord with Camion, or I can out the field spell. But either way, it requires the battle phase, which means that clearing it and the monster is not an option. So I can't like clear the field spell and Doom King this turn. Yeah, so I think it's going to be summon Camion. And then we go battle phase. And we can use Camion to get rid of the Doom King. can also get rid of Doom King with Opticlops, but then the field spell's a problem. So I'm either getting rid of Doom King or the field spell. I don't like leaving them on Eldritch, I don't like leaving that live, but I don't think I have a choice here. Let's put Doom King back in the deck. He seems like a miserable card to draw, so... I could turn him into Clara and Rushka. I think I'll slam down a traffic control, I'll set Divine Wrath, and then I'll just hope. If he's silly and goes to combat phase, he might trigger my Camion for me. That would be so good for me. Yep, banishing white for probably Conquistador. Okay. Banishing probably for Huaquero. Golden Land forever. That's actually not that threatening. Golden Land forever? Maybe they'll Golden Land here? Unfortunate. He can be destroyed. Oh, I probably could have... I should have Divine Wrathed him, actually. I'll activate Flawless Perfection. Okay. Click Yes Turbo, that's fine. Dream Devourer, banishing 1, 2, 3. Golden Land forever. And then I think we're fine with that, right? So I can make any link to... Yeah, I think we go for this line. Nahata. Normal Opticlops. And we make the Shinobi Insect. So they can't attack as long as they keep Eldritch on the field. And next turn we have the Nemalaria coming back. Why would you switch it to attack? Okay, Conk for Scarlet, don't care. Okay. Probably Doom King. Set a Golden Land, that's fine. Another copy of Conquistador. Delta of Invitation, okay. Sending Algol Mazira. Tribute Summon Golden Lord. Summon a token. You can target one of your level 5 or higher zombies that is banished from your grave. Place this card in your spell trap zone as a face-up continuous spell. If you do special summon that monster, while this card is continuous spell, you can target one level 5 or higher zombie you control. Destroy one monster your opponent controls with attack less than or equal to that monster. It's a zombie, so he can prevent the destruction with Mazera. This is fine. Sure. Really? Well, let's try this. Banish 3. Doom King effect? No? Conquistador, okay. Throw it back. Okay, they now have 3 monsters on field, so they can't attack. Unless they link summon. But they don't know how to link summon. He said, looking at a link monster legitimately on their field. Okay, there's a token. That makes it harder for them to attack. Sucker, okay, you still can't attack. Maybe I should have put Flawless Perfection onto the field. This is fine. Unchained Abomination. Mizuki, that's not lethal damage, notably. But it does mean they know how to play around a traffic control. They know that this card is on the field and they actually do know how to read. Conquistador is annoying. For White Destiny. I don't think we want the Abomination to stay on the field. Okay, and they've turned off Zombie World. So Doom King is coming back. are my ice dragon's prisons? Where are my guiltiers? Where are my normal monsters? Yep. They played terribly, but their deck is just so much stronger than mine that it's not even a question. Something tells me that this is not going to go well. I mean, Emissary from the House of Wax might be good enough, is the one thing, and the reason I haven't conceded yet. Because this card, when your opponent refuses to read it properly, and it is a lot of text, you can sometimes just lock them out of playing the game and be just fine. Right, so DPE is a problem. But I think if I can resolve House of Wax against him, then DPE stops being a problem. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck or your opponent's deck. Okay, he must be really confused right about now. I can also then guess that the top of my deck is going to be the least useful card in my list. Plasma, I suppose? Okay, Plasma is a pain, but Pancratops does answer Plasma, I believe. Negate the effects of face-up monsters while your opponent controls them. Yeah, I'm safe from Plasma then. Pank can clear it. I can also use Battle Phase to force it out. To force out the DPE, I guess. Oh wait, I won't be able to because they'll have so many heroes engraved. So what I'm seeing is that I need to somehow get the DPE to stay on the field, such that the emissary of the house from the House of Wax is safe. Draw hand is both players draw one? Yeah, each player draws. Okay, so what did they give me? That's like a card that actually does something. Okay. If you control no effect monsters. If you control a face-up non-effect monster. Okay. After this card is special summon for the rest of the turn, Destiny heroes you control cannot be destroyed, and you take no battle damage. Okay, so Plasma can't be destroyed here. It's only at the end of the opponent's battle phase? Okay. Can't be destroyed. By any capacity? Oh, okay. Well, we'll summon out Pank. We will normal summon out Makura. We'll make the Shinobi Insect. I'm going to point it at Draw Hand, in the hopes that when he DPE destroys, he destroys his own Draw Hand. And not the DPE. And then I'm going to set to... I'm going to throw it back, and then I'm going to hope that he doesn't kill my Pancratops here. He did not kill Pank. this is fine. Well, I have to chain Pancratops here. If he leaves the DPE on field, then Emissary from the House of Wax might have me covered. Okay, he's not destroying himself. Great. Oh, I get to stack whatever normal spell I want. I don't think any of my normal spells do anything. Fusion Destiny. I don't have any normal spells in the deck. Huh. That's true. It's all quick plays and continuous and equip. And field. Like every type except for a normal spell. Okay, he doesn't quite have lethal. Okay. So the DPE has already used his effect this turn. Emissary from the House of Wax incoming. He can get a little bit more damage by going into the insect, yep. I could have waited for the attack to finish, but whatever. And now, freeze. Now I have the small issue that DPE goes back online as soon as he enters his next battle phase. Right, if he enters his next battle phase, then his DPE goes back online. And that means I kind of have no choice here but to tribute summon Yugioh. Oh no, I'm Droll and Lockbirded. I don't care, right? Yeah, okay. Now I would love to just pass the turn and hope that Emissary gets us there. DPE is going to be a problem because it's a quick effect. And I don't have a way of getting a normal monster, so Vishuda and Mapura are not going to get me there. So it kind of has to be Yugioh. I mean, I'm outing a DPE, so I'm happy for that. There's a Fusion Destiny on top of that deck, which is going to be problematic. Oh, I probably should go over the... I should have gone over the draw hand, because these guys can't be used as material in main phase 1. Oh, I'm screwed anyway. Right, increase. Clara and Rushka. Yeah, no. Clara and Rushka is not a non-effect monster. I have a sneaking suspicion that this game is already over. Maybe they don't have a target for Fusion Destiny. It's not lethal damage yet. Pretty sure that makes it lethal damage. Yeah, that's lethal damage. Yeah. Yep. That about checks out. Huh. I'm not sure if there's anything I can actually do about this list to make it more playable. It's not the good one. Yeah, I don't think I can do anything about this. I think my deck is... I mean, I could play End of Anubis. Do I try just Tribute Summon Turbo? What Tribute Summons do I have? Must be special, yeah. Contribute summon this card by tributing attack position, tributing a reptile type worm. Not very good. I think most of my tribute summons are just worse than my free high level special summons. Do I have any Synchro 10s? Oh, Synchro's banned for the event anyway. I think all of the special summons in this deck require me to have no monsters on the field. So Gendora is probably not worth including. Yeah, I think... Yeah, I think we just run with this and hope that we find End of Anubis, I guess. I think the opponents we're matching up against are a bit too good to just sit on a traffic control and hope that they can't link down. First. Okay, if we draw End of Anubis and a way to tribute summon it, and it's a grave heavy deck, we might just be able to win turn 1. This hand is not great. So I can either summon Nahata, normal summon, and link 2. into nothing. Or I can normal summon a normal monster and then hope that Nahata plus Emissary of Wax is good enough to get us there. I mean, Emissary is good. I've never been disappointed to see him in the hand. Unfortunately, I haven't drawn him in a situation where my opponent isn't already set up with the answer. Widget Kid. Summon from hand. Okay, so this is some Cyberse slop. If they make Terahertz, then I'm in a bad spot. A really bad spot. There's Splash Mage. Splash Mage, bring back. I mean, I should just be dead here, right? Oh no. If they access code, then Emissary hoses them. I was thinking it's update, transcode, access code. Well, here's transcode. Are they playing Cynet Codec? They are not. Or, well, they might be, but they searched mining instead. Yep, bring back the Splash Mage. Not Terahertz is the only thing I ask. Oh, there's conflict. Converter. Yeah, Cybers are pretty scary. Though luckily, I think pretty much all of the good Malice stuff is banned for this festival. Thankfully, I think this is probably. Oh, there's access code talker. Access code's fine. Emissary answers access code as long as they're not going into terahertz afterwards. Fuck's sake. That's terahertz, isn't it? Negate any monster effects activated by your opponent during the battle phase. Well, doomed. Doomed, doomed, doomed. We go next. This is looking a little bit more promising. I mean, they have the Malice cosmetic, but they don't have any titles. Wait, what? We're playing kneecapped Malice? Can I beat Malice if it's been kneecapped? Banish a face-up Malice. Add a Malice from your deck to your hand. Then if you control a Malice, banish a card on the field. I'm probably screwed here. I mean, I am gonna try. If I'm lucky, they'll use their trap card as an extender, not a interruption. Oh. So it's Dormouse. Banishing Red Ransom, maybe? No, okay, we're choosing not to banish the Red Ransom. I mean, fair enough. It would just be costing them 900 life points for no reason. Now, I'm not sure if I want to draw a normal monster, or if I want to tribute summon this guy, and then just hope. I think the best case is like Pankratops here. Pank chows like most of the field. Banished or engraved, then if you control a Malice, you can gain life points. I don't really care. White binder. Set a Malice trap. So what am I actually caring about? Banish one card on the field. Okay. Oh goodness. Oh, goodness gracious me. That's a good one. Unfortunately, they already have the out for it. Well, we try. I'm not sure what's decreasing all my attack points, though. The original attack and defense of all effect monsters your opponent controls are switched. Ah, that's why. I actually wasn't paying any attention to that. Vishuda would have been big enough to challenge one of them at least, but this is fine. I don't like that this white binder is going to just keep resetting the trap, though. Yeah, I can actually just call it. This is unwinnable. Probably should have called it from like the beginning of their turn one, but okay. This is pretty miserable, but at least I've got the Sky Scout. I mean, my opponent better watch out. He has eyes like a hawk and a flying speed that exceeds Mach 5. Okay, so that's a Blue Eyes card, but it's like one of the bad ones. Right, and it's not a spellcaster. Oh, it is a spellcaster. I was gonna say I thought it was a warrior. 5-card extra deck, by the way. Well, draw 2. I'll take it. That's not how I was expecting to get a win, but I'll take it. We absolutely take the freebies. Makes me think I need to just start mass conceding to get as many of those as I can. Well, set 4 pass, and then hope. I probably shouldn't have set the scream. I can't actually activate it. Nah, if they feather dust to me, I can just concede. So that doesn't really matter. I could head judging negate this, or I can, well, try to negate this, or I can wait for him. I'm gonna get, like, super greedy, actually. I'm gonna get super greedy. If I can head judging Steel Dragoon, I can win this game. So I'm gonna try for that. Eternal Soul. Yep. So what I'm going to try doing is I'm going to let them get to Dragoon. I'm going to activate a card in the hopes that they negate it with Dragoon. And then I'm going to chain head judging to steal their Dragoon. Because if I can steal Dragoon, I think I'm okay. Here's the Dark Magican. There's Timaeus. Right, because I have to hold the Raigeki break for the Eternal Soul. Here goes nothing. Okay, here comes Dragoon. 50-50. Possibly. Oh, I should have activated it there in case he loses the card in hand and is unable to Dragoon. End of main is fine. I will activate Scrubbed Raid. Yes, okay. Come on. 50-50. 50-50, come on. 50-50. Oh, hell yes. Hell the fuck yes. That is how you win against Dragoon. effective Verte. I would like them to get the Red Eyes Fusion out of their deck. No Verte effect. Okay. Oh, all the Dark Magicians are engraved, so they couldn't fuse with it. That is actually hilarious. Well, let's start by blowing up the Verte, burning them for 500. Use the effect. I can Dragoon negate this. Yeah, that lets me hold on to my Regeki Break. Haha! The power of head judging. Was it optimal for me to do that? Absolutely not. If my opponent knew even a lick of what they were doing, and they actually knew how to read cards, that would have not been correct. But sometimes you gotta go for that 50-50. And I think the win rate on this deck list is low enough that gambling on a 50-50 is correct. And it's not even gambling on a 50-50. If they chose not to negate the scrubbed raid, I wouldn't have even been able to try. Okay, this is a hand. We got head judging, scrubbed raid, Regeki Break. It's looking kind of familiar. Our opponent has Sky Striker stuff, which I don't like. So we're gonna sit on Vishuda, and we're gonna hope. It's Dark Magicians again. I think I have to go for the same line if it's Dark Magicians. Except here I have the added benefit that if they don't negate my scrubbed raid and I survive the turn, I can force them to use their Dragoon with Giltia. And in that case, I do have a 50-50, a genuine 50-50, not one of those 50-50s where they have to do something stupid. Whoa, I'm alive? No Dragoon? It's fine, they're gonna make Verte in main phase 2, so... No Verte. Okay. That's interesting. summon the mad dog that is dark. Use Vish to clear the Palladium Oracle Mahad. Battle Phase to clear the Magician's Rod. And then we throw it back. No Eternal Soul effect. Okay. Okay, not much I can do about this. I mean, they can't search cards like Eye of Timaeus. Okay, Magician's Souls is kind of gross. Still not much I can do about Magician's Souls, though. Summon Dark Magician. Yep. Okay. This complicates things. It's fine, I've got Gilshire for the Dark Magician. And I'm aware that Eternal Soul makes it unaffected, but I have the Raigeki break for Eternal Soul, so I'm not super worried about that. Canadia. That's a great discard for Raigeki break, actually. They're letting it through. Okay. Okie dokie. Use the effect. Special Dark Magician from hand or grave. Raigeki break. Discard Canadia. Clear Eternal Soul. Chain Canadia. It is kind of cute when you can discard the Paleozoics as cost for trap cards. Can sort of chunk them down a little bit. I am still very surprised my opponent has not found their way into a Dragoon yet. There's Dragoon. Okay, moment of truth. Moment of truth. Will they click yes turbo? I don't like the fact that they seem to be reading my cards. No! Well, let's try it. Don't click yes. Don't read. Fuck. Our opponent knows how to read cards. That's not good. That's not good. Do I have a card that outs this in my entire deck? There's not a card I can top deck that outs this. Oh, I can top deck Camion. Imagine reading half the time. Imagine reading half the time. Camion, 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 please, Camion. These cards or effects. A card or effect. God damn it. Imagine being able to read half of the time. Fucking reads my head judging but does not read Canada. Well, let's try again. This is a hand. I might be screwed. I might not be. Fucking Genus Loci. Okay, I'm in. I'm in. What can we do with World Legacy nowadays? Into Imduk, yeah. Tribute Imduk. Imduk trigger. World Chalice effect. I'll make Blade Master. Isn't this... Oh, if it leaves the field, it's not like... I thought it was Tribute itself. Yep, summon 2. Add a World Chalice. Okay, but this one is once per turn. Okay. Imduk again. Normal summon. add back 2 World Chalices. Their sequencing is very strange. Putting back Imduk. Okay. Link 2 into Ib. Trigger Imduk. Are we going Ib co-linked to Ib and passing? Is that the whole plan? Ironically, I think that would actually be almost impossible for my deck to out. Okay, there's Lib. What are we getting off of Lib? We getting Succession? Yeah, Succession. Okay. Link 3 into Ningirsu. Draw 2. Yeah. Set. Link 4. Avermax. Can't be targeted. And I can't target other monsters with attacks. Okay, so I can't target him with card effects, and I can only target him for attacks, and he gets like the attack boost. I do have a lot of outs that do not target. None of them are in my hand, but I do have outs. All of that for Avermax pass. Well, let's try this. I'm committing cards to the field when there's an Avermax that can respond to the resolution of my Torrential Tribute. Which is probably silly of me, but I feel like if I resolve Torrential Tribute here, I'm happy, and I'd much rather try to draw 2 off of Flawless. They don't currently have lethal damage, so if they special summon a guy, I'm happy. That is perfect, actually. Because now we get to go Chainlink 1 Flawless Perfection, Chainlink 2 Torrential Tribute, well, Chainlink 2 Ash Blossom, Chainlink 3 Torrential Tribute, and I'm pretty sure that just kills everything here. And then this triggers. Shuffle 1 card on the field into the deck. If I chain the Raigeki, he clears the field spell. I'm just gonna let him clear what he wants. Okay. Looking good. Ice Dragon's Prison is probably very good when you have this many different types in your grave. Normally I'd be like, yeah, they've got all the different types, but they've basically got every single type in the graveyard, so... Oh, let's summon Vishuddha. Let's doink them. I can also steal their Gursu. Right, I can steal Nengursu with Ice Dragons and go into access code. Might be worth considering. Depends on a bunch of stuff. Banish this card, add a World Legacy card from deck to hand. Nothing I can do about that. Another copy of itself, okay. Which means Ice Dragon's Prison is gonna go very hard here if they summon a guy. Okay. They have an Imduk Engrave, so I'm okay with this. Yeah. Now they're gonna link this off Imduk. If they have another Imduk. Oh no, tribute summon. Okay. Machine. I could banish it, but then it gets to trigger. Also, I'm not actually sure they have a Machine Engrave. Probably. I mean, I can steal their Avramax. Alumirage. Sure. Oh, I could also have Ice Dragons Prisoned in response to that to get a draw off of the Flawless Perfection. This is perhaps not a good position to be in. Also, why did I set this in this column? Set a World Legacy Spell Trap from the deck. I probably should have actually responded to this thing with Ice Dragons, the summon of this thing. That's fine, that works nicely for me. Now the question is whether I keep their 3k beat stick or whether I banish 2 of their guys. If this face down is infinite impermanence, then I deserve to lose this one. Called by the grave. Wrong graveyard, buddy. Wrong graveyard. Yeah, if they link this off, they get to put their guy back, so I'm just gonna make sure that that doesn't happen. Okay. Imduk. I really should have gone after the normal summon. Well, the special summon, the unexpected die target. They've used this turn. Yep. They've got 6 cards left in their extra deck. What on earth do they still have left? Link 2 into Aurum. He's got attack points. Don't like that he has attack points. Okay, a normal monster would be so good here. Any normal monster would be crazy good right here. Any normal monster would be absolute fire. Stays the same. Any normal monster would be so good right now. Any normal monster. Come on, any normal monster. That's not a normal monster, but that's good enough. And I think because their extra deck is running so low, I probably have better top decks than them at this point. Since they're down to 4 cards in extra. Unfortunately, if they draw like Monster Reborn, I'm just screwed. Pretty much. Well, just screwed. I'm in a bad spot. Oh, this can just add. Uh-oh. How do they still have those guys in deck? Any of my normal summons still are absolutely crazy here. Any of my normal summons are still absolutely insane. That seems incorrect. I don't think we have a way to trigger the... I don't think we have a way to trigger this guy, do we? Oh, we do. That's... I forgot that this one has that effect. Even though he's been using it all game. Okay, we're down to 3 cards in extra deck. What could we possibly have left? Nothing? Okay. Can I draw one of my guys? One of my beat sticks. Pank would be crazy. Any normal monster would be crazy. Really? Really, this is... Any monster does it. Except for the Tenyis. The Tenyis aren't quite enough on their own. And obviously Behemoth isn't. I'm still on the track of any good normal monster. Any normal monster off the top would be amazing right about now. Yeah, we link off into Imduk. We're not dead yet. We're not dead yet. No targets left on Lee, by the way. They're out of World Legacy cards. Or World Chalice cards. Any monster would be really good right now. Could I please get a monster? I don't have any words for that. I don't have any words for that. That was so winnable against a real deck. But, you know, I will go first. Yeah, let's go first. I see titles, I see a mate. Can I actually win a duel? Well, let's Mapura. Then I'll Dragon Cycle. Sure. We'll set 2, and then we'll hope our opponent isn't on real cards. It's Dark Magicians. I don't like that they're adding Dark Magic attack. I'll be entirely honest with you. Rod. Isn't really fine, but I'm gonna say it's fine. For Salvation. Salvation for Eternal Soul. This is only fine because Pankratops can answer Eternal Soul. Soul Servant. Stacking what? Magician Souls? Okay. This is still fine. Okay, what are we drawing? Canada. Okay, so they have Dark Magic attack somewhere. Probably they're face down. Eternal Soul, which Pankratops checks. I I need to just hope that I can kill them before they find a way to Dragoon. Are we going to activate the effect? Okay, and we're going to keep the Canadia in hand as discard fodder for the Divine Wrath. So they're top decking Eternal Soul, not Eternal Soul, Magician's Soul. If they use Magician's Souls to try summoning Dark Magician from the deck, I can just steal it with Ice Dragons. Special summon this card was selected. Okay. That's fine. And now I will Ice Dragon's Prison. Attempt to take the Dark Magician. They can chain Eternal Soul if they would like. Chaining Infinite Impermanence. I will chain Pancratops. Unfortunately, that is correct for them. Yep, there's Dark Magician. Yep, my opponent actually knows sort of what they're doing. I should have just panked the Eternal Soul first. Yeah, I should have gone pank for the Eternal Soul, this Chainlink one. This one's on me, kind of. Okay, a lot of cards help me out of this, but knowing me, I'm not going to find any of them. Like clockwork. Well, I'll activate this and I'll set Canadia. And now I'm just screwed. Okay, there's Timmy, and then I'm going to flip Timmy down because otherwise I'm dead. So many cards. So many cards. Just putting it out there. So many cards that get me out of this. So many options. Not one option or two options or three. Like 20 of them. First time drawing a Curse of Anubis, by the way. Time to brute force this, I think. Opponent is choosing whether to go first or second. Apparently I'm going second. I see a normal monster, see the field spell, and I see 2 trap cards. Like, for the first time ever, this is like a good going first hand. And we're going second. Maybe it's Dragoon, and I can just go set everything up and head judging steel. And I can go for the safe. If they do summon Dragoon, I can go for the safe out, which is Chainlink 1, head judging, Chainlink 2, Ice Dragons. Or I can go for the greedy out, which is Ice Dragons, Link 1, judging Link 2. Well, Link 3, but... Huh. I'll take it. Normal summon Ash Blossom Concede. What on earth? I guess they must have bricked. Magical muskets, no muskets. Well, they had a winning line, which was just to wait, because even though that was a good hand, there's no way it's good enough to win in a grind game against magical muskets if played correctly. Okay, legacy packs. Legacy packs. Let's see what we get. I'm gonna click skip, and then I'm gonna work from here. Target a monster in your grave with that attack and that defense. Add it to your hand. Then tribute summon. Opponent's hand size limit becomes 5. Wow, that's useless. Return a flip effect from your grave to the top of the deck. Huge monster with a lion's mane similar to the King of Beasts. Part Naga is bad? Yeah, it's the bad one. If your opponent controls no monsters, you can special this from hand. If it was a tuner, maybe. When this card is normal, you can summon Super Defense Robo or 1 Orbital 7 from your hand. Xyz. You can target an Xyz monster that has material, detach material, and special this Curie Vault from your deck. That's not a once per turn. So if you have multiple of those, you can technically chain them. Armed Sea Hunters, not good. Dark Scorpion Burglars is bad. Gravity Bind. It's not good, but it's playable. Sage's Stone. Proud Ogre. Pay 500, target a DDD you control. It gains 500 attack. Yep, nope. Humpty Grumpty. I love how it can reset its own attack boosts. Send to the grave, draw a card, then place a card from your hand on the bottom of on the top of the deck. That's actually not the worst effect ever, but it's not great. Battle damage to opponent by direct. Remove all synchros from their graveyard from the game and 1,000 damage for each. Gemnite Fusion. Don't think I have any Gemnites, but that's like a fusion spell. Ooh. That's big. I mean, it's medium. It's a board wipe. It's a board wipe. It's not a very good board wipe, but it's a board wipe. That's gotta be worth playing. And that actually makes this other card a little more interesting. This one. Still not good enough, but more interesting. But Cyberjar, that's a good one. I feel like it's not powerful enough that it's going to be crazy, but it is there. Destroy a monster to gain life. No, thank you. Light Force Sword, very funny. Shien's Spy. Archfiend Soldier, it's another normal summon. Ganbara Coat. Once per turn, equip this to a warrior type or unequip it. When equipped, each time it inflicts battle damage, destroy a card on the field. That actually seems kind of decent. Nope. While the field spells on the field, it gains 1,000 attack. Nope. It's no Man-Eater. It's kind of Man-Eater Bug if you squint. It's better than Man-Eater Bug if you squint. Dark Horus. Okay. So, Archfiend Soldier and Cyberjar. I'm gonna cut the pendulums because they can't be put into the grave. Not sure what I cut for the Cyberjar, but I think I'll leave it like this for now. And I'll catch you in the next one.